Hey, what's up? It's Ryan here. I'm going to do something that I actually haven't seen anyone demonstrate before exactly like this. We're going to minimize our resources, maximize our creative control, utilizing MIDI and instrument tracks, but in a slightly different way. All right, so we're here in a very simple Pro Tools session. Again, our goal here is to minimize resources, maximize creative control. So in a song, you might have your main melody and then it changes throughout the song. I like to have everything on a different track. If I were to use instrument tracks the entire time and I have 5 plugins on this particular piano track and I copy that 4 times, now I have 20 plugins in action. And obviously as we start to layer or add harmonies or add counter melodies, the session's going to get a little out of control. So for this method, I know that my melody is changing and I like to have it on different tracks. I actually want all my MIDI clips to sound the same, so we're going to send the MIDI clips into this one master piano track. We want to get it to here, the MIDI output selector chain in, which, is going to look like that. So we're going to hold down Shift and Option, and we're going to take this none, the MIDI output selector, which is set at none, and we're going to get that wired over to this piano. I'm not going to play here, they'll all play at once, but now you'll hear this dumb little melody I have. Okay. Cool. So we have 4 different melodies all going through the same piano, but we have them on different tracks. And obviously we could probably name these a little bit better, whatever makes sense to you. But now when we want to start layering, this is where it gets really cool because again, I'm going to need to create new instrument tracks because obviously I want to control each synth separately. Let's duplicate our instrument first. Okay. And now let's solo. Let's get something more drastic. Let me just go. Okay, that's pretty drastic. So now we've got piano and synth 1. Okay, but still have nothing going through here, right? And remember, we want creative control here. So we're gonna duplicate these. Melody 1, 2, 3, and 4, dupe, 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 right? Still though, just going through piano. But all we do is the same technique, Option Shift, Synth, MIDI chain, chain in. We can also control our levels, but that's going to... Everything that we do on piano 1 and synth 1 is going to affect every single time we change our melody. Furthermore, we have our melodies broken out into their own tracks and we can move them independently wherever we want throughout the session. Now, imagine if we had 6 different layers here. You might start with 2 of the layers in the song, but by the end of the song or on the drop, you've got all 6 layers, crushing people's faces. But if we had 6 different instruments or iterations of the piano or synth or some bass, and then we were doing it for all of our MIDI parts, now suddenly it's 4 times 6 instead of just 6. We're saving huge amounts of resources, total creative control, and I just hadn't seen anybody show to wire it up this way before. I think it's a great trick. It helps me a ton. I hope it helps you too. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe because I think in the YouTube manual I'm supposed to say that. Otherwise, I'll try to come back with some more helpful stuff in the future very soon.